Boom, boom, boom. What kind of homo shit you on? Boom, boom. Get your ass out the cell. What up, what up, what up? We are back. Who am I? Jersey Street Corner, and this is the Prison Talk Show. So let's get into it. Alright, now, this story I'm gonna give y'all today is about my homie Josh and his cellmate Roger. Now, getting a cellmate is like the prison lottery. You can get a good one or a bad one. There is no in between. Either you got a cellmate that follows the prison rules and etiquette, or you got one that just don't care. And that's normally the ones that end up getting put on the gate. So, unfortunately for Josh, Roger is one of those guys. He's a guy that he doesn't follow the prison rules. He doesn't care, what you think. And until he learns a lesson, he's going to keep on doing that. So, every day, they in the cell together for a good amount of time, especially overnight. Now, you got to deal with somebody that, let's start from the beginning, y'all. This guy doesn't think that he needs to put the white sheet up when he goes to take a piss or whatever, goes to sit down and take a number two. He think it's cool. We all men. Why we got to put a white sheet up? And you like, I need my privacy from you. I don't want to see what you got going on over there. So do me the favor and put the white sheet up. But nah, he don't believe in drop one, flush one. He'll stink the whole cell up and think it's funny. Yeah, that's them beans I had earlier. Them refried beans, we get the can on commissary. He'll do stuff like blow his nose on a tissue and just leave the tissue laying on the floor like he gonna use it again or something. What else Josh said? Josh said this guy would not wash his hands regularly. He'd take a piss and just go ahead right back about his business and not wash his hands. Or he'd come in the cell and catch old boy sitting on the top bunk with both his hands down to his crotch. Now, he ain't jacking or nothing like that, but still, a lot of guys had that Al Bundy syndrome where they gotta sit around holding their junk all day long. He was one of those guys. I don't know if he was keeping them warm or keeping his hands warm or what, but that's just nasty, y'all. And for somebody to see you doing it and you don't even go and wash your hands afterward, oh no, that could go very, very left, because if I catch you touching anything of mine, it's going to be a problem. Now, of course, Josh would tell him, hey, bro, I don't appreciate you not following the rules in the cell. I'm not going to keep telling you to wash your hands, after you use the bathroom, put the white sheet up. I'm not going to keep telling you stop farting in the room at night. Nah, you got to get up off your bunk and go put that thing out to the gate and let it hit the cell, the pod. You don't just bust it right there in the pod cell. Come on now. And Josh be getting into these heated arguments with him every night, especially after lockdown. Because once they lock down, that's when the most drama happens. This guy, Josh caught him. One time he caught him about the jack in his bed. He caught him up there being quiet. And he noticed something ain't right. So he get out from off his bunk and stand up. Old boy got his picture album out, and he holding it up with one hand, and he got the other hand down there under his pants and whatnot. Now, immediately Josh barks on him. Hey, yo, blood, I know you ain't doing what I think you doing. I know you ain't jacking in this cell. And right away, Roger like, nah, man, nah. I'm just looking at these pictures, man. I'm just looking, man. I ain't doing that. He like, you better not be, man. You better not be. Because I about had it up to here with you, man. I can't take much more of your BS going on in this cell. Either you going to get right or get left. Now, Josh, you know, he come on out the cell after lockdown, and he telling all of us what's going on in his cell, and he telling us from the door. He like, look, y'all, I might end up going to the hole, y'all. I might end up going to lockup because my cellmate is really disrespectful, and I've been trying to chill because I want to stay here in the pod with y'all. But if dude keep disrespecting me in the cell, I'm gonna have to do something to him. And Didi like, hey, shit, man, handle your business, man. You already know what it is. You already know what it is, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. If you need us to run interference before that happens, then say the word and we'll get them up out of here before that happens. But if you want to handle it yourself, then be my guest, my brother. And, Josh laughed. He like, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. He was like, cause let me tell you, man, this dude doing the most, man. He pissing on the floor. He farting in the cell. He don't even wash his hands. He be sitting there picking in his pants, digging in his ears and his nose, blowing, leaving the tissues on the floor. And everybody looking like, what? You ain't put him on the gate yet? And he like, I told y'all, man. We getting money over here. I don't want to leave this. We got a good thing going. We getting money. I don't want to leave from out of here. Like, dang, they going to put me in the back for about 4 or 5 months if I beat his ass and I get caught. So they're like, true. I say no more. Let's just see where things go. We might have to run interference because you're right. We can't afford a soldier getting knocked off. Not right now. Money is flowing in too crazy. It's too many new inmates that, we could run down on for that commissary. So we need you on the team. And Didi like, you good with that? Josh like, aye. So Josh like, dang, another night dealing with this fool. Anyway, let's get to the hookup, y'all. Let's hook something up. So we all start pitching in, everybody putting the soups up and the tuna and cheese and sausages and whatever we're going to throw in it. It's going to be a four or 5 man hookup. We make sandwiches, y'all. So we get us a whole roll of bread from the kitchen. We got our connects. And we'll bust it down till we get about at least 4, maybe 5 sandwiches each. And that's your protein. We need those to survive. So you don't save them. You make them sandwiches and you eat all 4 or 5 of your sandwiches right then and there. And then you get your workout on immediately. No rest. We plan on coming out of here all cut up. Yeah, y'all. So that would be, what we would do for the next, say, hour or so before the end of lockdown. Now, Josh, he takes his bowl and his sandwiches back on up to his room, his cell. We divvied it all up so we don't gotta stay together to eat if we don't want to. Now, he go ahead back up to his cell and he put his food on the table with the bread. Now, mind you, I told y'all, Roger nasty ass don't like to wash his hands, y'all. Now, I don't know what possessed Roger in his right mind to do this, but he walked in the cell about, say, 2 minutes behind Josh. He saw the hookup and the bread on the table. He helped himself, y'all. He grabbed 2 slices of bread, grabbed Josh's spoon, and put a big old plop of that hookup on that bread. Smashed it and started smashing it right there, eating. Right there. Josh turned around like, I know this dude didn't just grab my stuff. You put your hands in my bread, bro? You touch my spoon and my food? You hovering over my... Yo, I ain't tell you could have none of that. It was enough for me. That was my dinner. Oh, hell no, man. Hell no. Alright. Now he thinking back to what Didi just told him. Just chill, bro. Just chill. Don't get locked up. So he like, alright, man. Alright, listen. Yo, I'm going to tell you, let this be the final warning, bro. Don't you ever in your life touch nothing that belongs to me again. Alright? Roger got his mouth full. This shit banging. Damn. Alright, man. Alright. My bad. Ain't no my bad. Keep your hands off my food. Don't even touch my bunk. Yo, if I see you go to the bathroom and not wash your hands one more time, I'm gonna make you sleep on the floor, Roger. And I ain't playing. You want to be a filth bomb? You could be a filth bomb on the floor with your bum ass. And now Roger looking at him like, dang, man, dang. You feeling like that? You feeling like that? Dang. I ain't know it was that serious. You ain't know germs was that serious? Stupid. Now, immediately after lockdown, Josh will call for an emergency meeting. Something got to be done ASAP. He can't stand being locked in a room with this guy because he knows something bad's going to happen. And if you locked in a cell with somebody, it could get brutal. If you do it the right way, where not enough noise is going on, maybe just a few thumps on the wall or the floor, you could literally damn near unalive somebody before a CO or anybody hears or thinks anything. You got to think, it's 3 tiers with about 20 cells on each tier. So the CO can't be everywhere at once, and they can't hear everything at once either. Anyway, y'all, we walk in the yard, and Josh proceeds to tell us what this guy, Roger, just did. He just ate a sandwich out of my plate. I don't know whether he washed his hands or not. He didn't ask for it. He just took it, y'all. And I was being good. I withheld from beating his ass. But something got to be done. We got to get this guy out the pod tonight. He got to go. And after Dee Dee heard the disrespect that he took the food, Dee Dee was like, nah. We rolling on him. We about to roll on him tonight. For real. It's lights out for homeboy. He hitting that gate tonight, one way or another. And we taking everything he got in his locker. And Josh like, he ain't got nothing. That's why he ate my sandwich. He ain't got nothing. He got something in there. He got soap. He got something in there. I bet you he got stamps or something. We taking whatever's in that locker. Fresh white teas. I don't care what it is. We taking it. He ain't gonna need it while we putting him in the infirmary. So everybody just like, all right, bet. Say no more. So how we gonna do it? All right, this the plan. We gonna wait till rec is done and everybody's in the day room, and we just gonna plot. We just gonna plot on him. And as soon as we see him walk off somewhere out of the way where nobody could peep us, we gonna grab him. And we're going to take him back to the bathroom, as usual. And we're going to wash him out right there in the back in the bathroom, in the shower. Stomp him out. Y'all already know the deal. No holds barred. I want to see chiclets missing. He got to pay. So Josh like, I bet. But y'all going to let me get the first crack at him first. I want to punch him dead in his face. And let him know why this is happening to him. And they're like, oh, you got that blood. Say no more. Definitely. Now that's what they like, y'all. They members got to stand up and step strong. You can't be no blood if you a punk. Yeah, you can't be afraid of a fight. You can't be afraid to fight 2, maybe 3 people at the same time. You can't be scared to push that blade. You can't be scared to rep that blood with honor. Now, y'all. Now, Roger fitting to find out. Roger fitting to find out the hard way. But anyway, rec is over. We all go back in. We're going to go in our cells. We're going to grab whatever you're going to grab for the day room or whatever. Coffee, whatever, because they normally throw a movie on or something. Sit back and chill. Maybe you got you a cup of hooch you done brought. Whatever. And you want to sit back and chill. Now, Josh goes back to his cell. He walks in his cell, y'all, and I kid you not. Remember I said this idiot, Roger, don't like to put the white sheet up? He's literally sitting on the toilet bowl, taking a dump, and he's grooving to something in his ear. He got earphones on. He's grooving. In his hand, y'all, he has Josh's Walkman. Josh told this man, do not touch nothing of mine. Don't even touch my bunk. He had to touch the bunk to get the Walkman, because that's where it was. Yeah. Josh damn near lost it, he said. He was steaming mad. He like screamed on old boy, yo, I told you about that white sheet. And you got my Walkman? Dude, yo, I'm done with you. I'm done. You gonna find out. You gonna find out tonight, sucker. And dude ain't even hardly hear half of what he said. He got the damn Walkman blasting so loud. Because Josh had his joint tricked out where it can make it real loud in the headphones. So dude just looking at him like, putting his hands in the air like, what, man, what? I'm trying to take a shit, what? And Josh like, all right, man, all right. He just held his breath. He turned around, spun right back out of the cell. He's like, fuck it, man. I ain't grabbing nothing. You know what? He went back down to Dee Dee's cell. Was like, yo, Dee Dee, I'm just gonna chill here until we ready to make that move, bro. Because if I stay up in that cell one more minute, I'ma pop off on old boy. He up there with my Walkman on, taking a shit. And Dee Dee laughed real quick. He was like, man, I ain't laughing, man. That shit ain't funny. I gotta buy a new Walkman now. I don't know if he washed his hands before he pulled his pants down or what. Nah, man, nah. I'm gonna bash that Walkman all over his face. And Dee Dee like, nah, chill, just chill down here, chill. And Dee Dee gave him a cigarette. He's like, here, just smoke, man. Just have a smoke real quick. Just chill. We gonna get him. Fast forward, y'all, to the day room. We start watching the movie. Now, we're strategically placed in the day room, y'all. You got 2 of us in the front, 2 of us in the back by the exit. We want to make sure that if and when Roger moves, one of us is going to have eyes on him so we can follow him. Because wherever he go, that's where we going. You know, we following old boy like my buddy. Wherever he goes, yeah, y'all, we fitting to get buddy. Now, Roger, he gets up and starts heading to the water fountain. So we don't move just yet. We're seeing like, what's he gonna do after that? He gotta sip out the water fountain, and then he headed to the bathroom. Made it real easy for us, y'all. Now, by now, Be Real is already following him to the bathroom. Me, Josh, Dee Dee, B Murder, we walking slow, so we don't want the CO to notice us all going at the same time. So slowly we all trickling out to that bathroom. And normally, y'all, if the COs notice a crowd head to the bathroom, they know a fight about to go down or something about to go down. So you gotta play it cool. You gotta space it out a little bit. Now, by the time we get to the bathroom, y'all, Be Real, B Murder already got old boy hemmed up on the wall. They ain't touch him yet. They just grabbed him up. Grabbed him by his collar. They got him. They holding him up to the wall. Here come Josh. Josh like, yeah, I told you was going to find out. What you thought it was? You already know I'm the big blood up in here. And now Roger like, hey man, come on man, chill with all that man, come on man, chill. Right away, Josh wasn't doing no more talking. He got the teeing off on Roger right in his jaw. Bat. Hit him with a 3-piece real quick. 2 to the face, uppercut to the jaw. Bow. Roger like, well, come on, yo man, why you hit me man? Come on man. His lip all busted up, leaking. Now, right away, y'all, they like, Come on now, come on. We ain't got too much time now. We ain't got too much time now. And they're like, Josh, like, let him go. Let him go. Square up, little. Square up. Square up. Yeah. You gonna work. You gonna work today. And he's like, come on, man. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Man, Didi, he ain't want to hear too much more talking. We ain't got time for this. Right away, y'all, they start to jumping the brakes off of Roger. I mean, they start stomping. Pile drivers. They picking him up in the air and just letting him go. Bang! Roger hitting his head. He getting slammed around, y'all. Gut checks. He getting rib shots. Bang! 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 They trying to break something. Roger getting them chiclets popped out one at a time. Boom! 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 Hard ones right to the jaw. Roger is all messed up by now, y'all. And in true fashion, what do you think happened to Roger? Roger got his head flushed in that toilet about 10 times. Stop, man, stop, stop. Yeah, y'all. We taught Roger a lesson. You don't want to wash your hands? You want to be a dirtball? Well, this is where you belong, dirtball. In the toilet. Drink out the toilet, dirtball. Yeah, you don't deserve to have fresh water. And start to kicking them, stomping them out some more. Hit that gate. Hit that gate, or we're going to unalive you up in here. Hit that gate now. Roger limping out the bathroom, y'all, leaking. He's struggling to get to the gate. He finally make it. They call in the code. Woo, woo, woo. What's going on? What's going on? And Roger not talking. He, just help me. Help me. They dragged Roger ass out that pod, locked us down, did a little investigation, but it wasn't much to tell or see, y'all. They ain't have no evidence on anybody. They couldn't pin nothing on nobody. Stuff that happens in the bathroom normally goes unseen, unheard, and unpunished. Listen, y'all, that's going to be it for the end of this story. And if you like stories like this, like, share, and subscribe. Hype this video up. Y'all already know the vibes. This is your boy JS Corner. This is the Prison Talk Show, and I'm out.